Chinese President Xi Jinping had a busy and productive couple of days in the Seattle area of America's far northwest. He came with pen in hand, ready to promote a host of business deals, and many already approved. President Xi toured Microsoft headquarters, and that's important because science and technology are key economic linchpins for China's economic growth. The president met with Microsoft founder Bill Gates and the company's CEO Satya Nadella. Mr. Xi expressing his hope that Gates and Microsoft will deepen its ties with China, with the president vowing to stick to its reform policies that include further opening up China for international business. Now, there have already been a slew of business deals between China and the U.S. during this visit, including Microsoft saying it will partner with Baidu and Tsinghua Unit Group to get Microsoft 10 on more devices in China. Also, Cisco Systems announcing a joint venture with Inspur, China's information technology group, part of a $10 billion Chinese investment initiative from Cisco. Inspur, headquartered in Jinan, China, will control 51% of that company. Dell announced that it will be investing $125 billion in China over the next 5 years, under the slogan, "In China, for China," as the company expands its research and development operations. President Xi also announced China will be purchasing 300 new Boeing aircraft in a deal potentially worth $38 billion. China is the first nation outside of the United States to purchase 1,000 planes from Boeing. Boeing announced that it would be building an aircraft completion plant in China soon, further strengthening ties between the company and China.
In 2013, China became the first overseas market after the U.S. to take delivery of the 1,000th Boeing plane. Of the 51 Chinese airliners, 37 fly Boeing. And since the start of the year, about a quarter of all Boeing 737s that are being delivered by this company are being sold to China.
An important deal for Boeing. Now, while in Seattle, President Xi took part in the China-U.S. Internet Forum, ahead of meetings in Washington with President Obama. Mr. Xi is calling for secure, open, and cooperative cyberspace between the two nations. Phil?
Busy would be an understatement, probably. Sean, back to this Boeing deal. Airbus already has a facility in China, obviously. What does it mean for them? Well,
it's going to be very important for Boeing because Boeing needs to keep China's business. Over the next 20-plus years, China is going to buy 6,300 aircraft. Boeing wants to get a lion's share of those deals. You mentioned Airbus already having a plant in China, and of course, it gives them a leg up in dealing with China. So Boeing really needs to be proactive if it wants to keep this business, if it wants to keep these multi-billion-dollar deals. It's their first effort to put a plant outside of the United States in another country. It's going to be very important for Boeing as this moves forward. But very few details have been announced exactly what's going to happen, how that completion plant is going to come together.